My child, if these words have reached you tonight, then set everything else down and stay with me for a few quiet minutes. I know your thumb was already moving to keep scrolling. I know part of you is too worn out to hope for anything tender. And still, somehow, you are here. Maybe that is not by chance. You do not have to be strong to sit here with me. You do not have to have forgiven anyone yet, or untangled the knot in your chest, or made any sense of what was done to you. You only have to be willing to listen for a little while. So breathe in slowly, and let your shoulders come down. And let me speak to the part of you that has been bracing for so long. Before we go one step further, let me be honest with you, because honesty is where trust begins again. What you are about to hear is an encouragement drawn from the Bible, a reflection offered gently in faith. It is not a private revelation. It is not a prediction, and it is not a promise of any particular outcome in your situation. It is simply the timeless comfort of Scripture, read slowly over a heart that has been wounded by people it trusted. And tonight there is one truth I want to build everything upon. It comes from the very last chapter of the very first book of the Bible, the book of Genesis, chapter 50, verse 20. These are the words a man named Joseph spoke to the brothers who once betrayed him, sold him, and left him for lost. But as for you, ye thought evil against me, but God meant it unto good, to bring to pass, as it is this day, to save much people alive. Read those words again in your heart, slowly. They thought evil against him. The harm was real, and Joseph never once pretended it was not. But what they meant to break him, God was able to bend toward good. This is not a clever saying. It is not a way of excusing what happened to you. It is the testimony of someone who was deeply betrayed, standing on the other side of it, still alive, still whole, and no longer ruled by the wound. And tonight, that same hope is being spoken gently over you. So let these words come to you the way the Scriptures speak them, as if the Father himself were leaning close to your tired heart and saying, "My child, I saw what they did to you. I saw the trust you offered with open hands and how it was used against you. I saw the moment something inside you went quiet. The moment you understood that the person you counted on was not who you believed they were. I did not look away from any of it. The world told you to get over it, to move on, to stop bringing it up. But I am not the world, and I do not rush a wound that runs that deep. I saw the betrayal for exactly what it was. And I saw you carrying it alone far longer than you should have had to. I know what that kind of hurt does to a person. It does not only wound the moment it happened, it teaches you to expect it again. You started reading every kindness for the trap underneath it. You started waiting for the other shoe to fall, even from people who only ever wished you well. Betrayal does that. It does not only steal a person from you, it tries to steal your ability to trust anyone ever again. And I want you to know that hardening you feel is not a flaw in you. It is a wound asking to be healed. You are not bitter because something is wrong with your heart. You are sore because something was done to your heart. And a sore place is not a sin. It is a place that needs tending. You have replayed it, haven't you? More times than you would ever admit out loud. The conversation you wish had gone differently. The warning signs you blame yourself for missing. A voice inside keeps whispering that you should have known, that you were foolish to trust, that this is somehow your fault for believing the best in someone. And underneath that, an even heavier voice, the one that says, you will never be safe again, that everyone leaves, that love always comes with a knife behind its back. My child, hear me. That voice is a liar. It does not speak for heaven, and it does not speak for the one who made you. Trusting someone was never your crime. The betrayal was not your doing. When that voice says you were a fool to love, the truth says you were brave to love. When it says you can never feel safe again, the truth says I am your safe place now. When it says everyone leaves, the truth says I will never leave you, nor forsake you. You do not have to win the argument with that voice tonight. You only have to stop letting it hold the pen that writes your future. So if you are listening with a heart that was broken by someone it trusted, this is for you. If you were betrayed by a friend who knew your secrets, this is for you. If the wound came from family, from the very people who were supposed to protect you, this is for you. If it was a partner, a business, a church, a person you would have trusted with your life, and they handed you over, this, especially, is for you. You do not have to perform forgiveness here. You do not have to pretend it stopped hurting. You do not have to dress the wound up in pretty words to make it acceptable to anyone. You can come exactly as you are, with the anger still warm and the trust still shaken. And I want to speak gently now to the part of you that wants to make them pay. Because betrayal does not only leave sadness, it leaves a hunger for justice. And that hunger is not wrong, but it can quietly poison you if you carry it alone. You have imagined it, haven't you? The day they understand. The day it costs them what it cost you. The day someone finally sees what they did. I am not going to shame you for that. The longing for the scales to be made right is woven into you because you were made by a God who loves justice. But here's the trap. When you appoint yourself the one who must repay the wrong, you chain yourself to the very person who hurt you. You cannot heal while you are still holding the rope that ties you to them. And so the scriptures offer you something better than revenge. They offer you freedom from having to be the one who carries it out. Listen to this from the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. Hear what that is, and hear what it is not. It is not heaven telling you the wrong did not matter. It matters. It says so plainly that there is a wrath, a reckoning, a justice that is real. But it is heaven lifting that weight off of your shoulders. You are not the judge. You were never meant to be. The job of repaying was never yours to carry, and carrying it has only been wearing you down. Dearly beloved, the verse begins. Before it asks anything of you, it calls you dearly beloved. The releasing of revenge is not a punishment laid on you. It is a mercy offered to you. You are allowed to set it down. You are allowed to hand the whole heavy account over to the one who sees what no one else saw, and let him carry what they did to you. And I know what fear rises up when you hear that. You fear that if you let go, it means it did not matter. You fear that laying it down is the same as saying, it was fine. But hear me. Letting go of revenge is not the same as saying it was fine. It is saying it was too heavy for you, and you were never meant to carry the punishing of it alone. You can release the right to repay without ever pretending the wound was small. You can stop being the prosecutor and finally just be the one who gets to heal. The scriptures say there is a God who keeps account of every tear, who misses nothing, who will set right in his time what you could never set right in yours. So you can lay down the case file you have been guarding for years. You can stop rehearsing the argument. You can let your hands, finally, be free. Now, I know you may not feel ready to do that yet. Forgiveness and release come slowly when the wound was deep, and that is all right. This is not a demand. It is an invitation, held out as long as you need. You do not lay it down all at once. You lay it down the way you set down something heavy, a little at a time, resting between each step. And every time the memory comes back and your chest tightens, you are allowed to hand it over again and again, as many times as it takes. Healing is not a single brave moment. It is 10,000 small surrenders, each one whispered, "Here, you take it. I cannot carry this one anymore." So let me say it again, gently, the way you may have needed to hear it for a long time. What happened to you was real, and it was wrong, and it was not your fault. The world may have asked you to stay quiet about it, to keep the peace, to act as though nothing cracked the day your trust was broken. But heaven never asked you to pretend. Your pain was witnessed, your story was heard, and the one who made you did not file your suffering away as unimportant. He saw the harm, he counted the cost, and he has already taken the weight of repaying it upon himself so that you could be free to live again. I want you to look back for just a moment at Joseph, the man whose words began our time together. His own brothers hated him enough to throw him in a pit and sell him to strangers. He lost his home, his name, his freedom, his youth. He was lied about, forgotten in a prison, abandoned by people who promised to remember him. Years went by, many years. And no part of that was fair, and no part of it was small. And yet, on the far side of all of it, he was able to look at the very brothers who betrayed him and say, "You thought evil against me, but God meant it unto good." He did not say the evil was good. He said God was able to weave good even out of what was meant to destroy him. That is not a story about a man who pretended it did not hurt. That is a story about a man who let God carry the wrong until the wrong no longer had power over him. And the same hand that held Joseph through his pit and his prison is holding you right now in yours. And here is something the wound has been hiding from you. You are not only carrying scars from this, you are carrying a strange, hard-won wisdom too. You think you have only lost, but you have also been learning in the dark, where learning is hardest. The gentleness you now feel toward other betrayed people, you bought that with your own tears. The way you can spot a person who is quietly breaking, because you remember exactly how that felt. That is a gift hidden inside the grief. The compassion you have for anyone who has been let down, that did not come cheap. It was forged in you by what you survived. One day you will sit across from someone whose trust was just shattered. And because you have walked this road, you will know exactly what to say and exactly when to simply stay. Nothing you have suffered is going to be wasted. And let me speak gently to the fear that you are now somehow ruined for a relationship. You worry that the betrayal has made you cold, suspicious, unable to open up the way you once did. You feel the walls you have built, and part of you grieves the open-hearted person you used to be. But hear me, you are not ruined. You are recovering, and there is a difference between walls that imprison you and wisdom that protects you. Healing does not mean you go back to trusting carelessly. It means you learn to trust wisely, with eyes open, at a pace that honors what you have been through. The scriptures do not ask you to fling your heart open to everyone. They ask you to guard your heart and to let the one who is fully trustworthy heal it first. You will love again. You will trust again. But you will do it as someone wiser, not as someone broken. So tonight, asking you to let go of a few things you were never meant to carry. Lay down the replaying of the moment it happened, the endless rerun that steals your rest. Lay down the verdict you have been trying to hand out, the sentence only heaven has the right to give. Lay down the shame that whispers it was your fault for trusting in the first place. You were not made to carry the work of repaying, and you do not have to carry it for one more night alone. And about the bitterness that has crept in, slowly, the way it always does, while you were just trying to survive. Hear this carefully, my child. Bitterness is not your identity. It is a splinter the betrayal left behind, and a splinter can be drawn out. The scriptures say his mercies are new every morning, which means there is fresh grace waiting for you tomorrow, enough to soften the place that has gone hard. You do not have to stay angry to prove the wound was real. The wound was real whether you carry the anger or not. So you are allowed to lay the bitterness down too. Not because what they did was acceptable, but because you deserve to be free of the poison they left in you. If these words have stirred something in you, you do not need to do anything dramatic. You do not owe anyone a comment to make this real. You do not have to announce your forgiveness to a single soul. But if you would like, take this quiet moment and turn it into one small, honest prayer. It can be as simple as this. Lord, I was hurt by someone I trusted, and I am tired of carrying it. Help me to hand it to you. There are no perfect words. The scriptures show God meeting people in their groaning, in prayers too raw and too broken to finish. Your honesty is enough. And if someone comes to your mind right now, someone you know is quietly nursing a betrayal of their own, you are welcome to share this with them. Not as a chain, not as a demand, just as a kindness. The way you would sit beside someone who is hurting and simply not let them be alone. Now, here is one gentle but important reminder, and I will not rush past it. Faith is a deep comfort, but it is not a replacement for care. If the betrayal you carry has left you struggling with your health or your mind or a situation that feels too heavy to hold, please also reach out to a doctor, a counselor, or someone you trust. Hope and help were always meant to walk together. Asking for support is not a failure of faith. It is wisdom, and it is brave. And before we come to the end, let me ask one simple thing of you. Hold on a little longer. I am not telling you the people who hurt you will suddenly make it right. I am not handing you a date or a guarantee or a tidy ending wrapped with a bow. I am telling you what faith has always whispered to the wounded, that the story is still being written and the betrayal is not the final chapter. You have survived every single day this wound has tried to define you. Think about that. You are still here, still capable of tenderness, still able to be moved by gentle words. They did not manage to take that from you. And the same grace that carried you this far is not about to set you down. So when the memory rises up again, hold on. When trust feels impossible, hold on. When you cannot yet imagine being free of it, just take the one small step in front of you and hold on. So as this message comes toward its close, I want to leave one thing in your hands to carry into tomorrow. You do not have to be the one who repays. The justice you ache for is not being ignored. It is simply being held by hands far stronger and far wiser than yours. Whatever the betrayal took from you, the final word over your life is not bitterness, and it is not revenge. The final word, the scriptures say, belongs to a God who can take what others meant for harm and weave it into something that saves and heals. I will not promise you the people will change. I will not promise you the apology you deserve. I will not pretend to know what only God knows. You have been handed enough empty promises by people who let you down, and I will not add to that pile. But I can leave you with what the scriptures say with full confidence. You do not have to avenge yourself, for there is one who sees, and one who will set all things right in his time. So lift your head tonight, not because the wound never happened, but because you no longer have to carry the weight of it alone. Let your hands open. Let the heavy account slip from your fingers into his. And let this be the truth you fall asleep on. What they did was real, and it was wrong, and you are free to lay it down. If messages of comfort like this one bring you peace, you are always welcome to stay close to this little corner of the internet where we simply sit with the scriptures together. And wherever tomorrow takes you, whatever you are still healing from, may you walk through it knowing that the one who made you has taken the weight you were never meant to carry. Peace be with you, my friend. Rest now.